And welcome to this special video edition of That Man on Fat Man for YouTube. It's not even a real show. It's just sort of a reply to last night's The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore. And we were watching it. We usually watch it the next morning.
Yeah, we usually watch it in the morning when we're getting ready.
Yeah, so we were watching it, and it was a big talk on sexuality, in particular, some study that revealed that the study was that more women are bisexual, or that they were like saying almost all women are bisexual, or sexual fluidity among women is very, very high. And
But were they comparing that to men or just in general?
It's just, okay, I don't know, but I think that right from the get-go, a perspective that was not represented on that show in general was that of bisexual men and just our perspective in general and bisexual points of view also. So here's what they're taking, everybody discounts. This is all a society thing. Men and women are the same animal. I think the bisexual rates are equal. It's just they're underreported and underrepresented among men. For instance, there is an expression called the DL. The DL exists for a reason. It's because there is all sorts of anonymous hookups going on among men and among married men, and it's all like on the secret, and nobody talks about that when they talk about sexual fluidity among men. They just talk about this,
Okay, now,
and it's also very easy for men to deny bisexuality, especially the married man who likes sucking cock on the side or whatever.
Okay,
that will be admitted if the Nightly Show ever responds.
I don't think they. Well,
I don't think so either.
But okay, so my whole thing is, how was this test done? Was this like a women watching porn?
I think that point was made on the show that yes, this is more about sexual titillation.
Right. Okay. So they were kind of going by when women were aroused. They pretty much were like, okay, they're bi.
Now, I think this has more to do
did it to men.
I think again, this reveals more about bisexual stigma than it does about anything else, because they're biologically, we're the same animal. The rates of bisexuality are the same. The thing is that they're underrepresented, underreported, and it's still viewed with shame and with secretism among straight men who are really bi men who don't want to, who don't want to admit that, and it's because of a stigma.
Well, and I think too, because women are softer, so they just consider women just to like each other because
but that is a societal thing now, which has been, I think partially conditioned by porn, pornography and the porn industry.
Right.
So it's socially acceptable now for that to happen.
Well, and then you have like the whole But
the truth is, when you really crunch numbers, I am sure, and there's the other thing, it's very hard to get at the real data because so many men don't want to admit to their bisexual tendencies because of stigma.
I don't know if it's don't want to. I think it's
they're afraid of.
I know.
Exactly. I don't want to, afraid of.
I know.
So that conversation, that whole talk that went on yesterday excluded this whole.
Well, maybe they need to do a whole new show on that. Yes, they need to do the test on like men and bisexuality.
Yeah. So, maybe in some respect, the flaw was in the test to begin with, because it's more about social norms. I think, human sexuality has more to do with social norms than it has to do with.
As a woman,
I think everybody there's a certain amount of bisexuality and sexual fluidity in the species.
As a bisexual woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's easy for you. I mean, everyone's like, oh,
yeah. I'm not done. Yeah, but you know what? That's.
I know, exactly.
If I watch.
What a joy for you. I'm sorry.
Listen, if I watch a bisexual porn, say I watch two men, okay? I like that. Well, it depends on who the men, exactly.
It depends on all wow, sexuality. It depends on the person is. No,
but even a
woman. So you like men? Well, not all of them.
Even a woman. If like a woman, I'm like not turned on. I'd like, okay, so if I was in that study and no one knew about me, and there was a woman on there that really didn't like do it for me or whatever, I would prove to not be who I am.
Yeah.
Because if that's the test they're doing.
Yeah.
But
no, actually, you would. You would say they would just say, "Bingo! See, you're just the only thing is you're open and honest about it."
Oh, okay, all right. So I thought,
but my point is that in today's society, because of social norms, not because of true numbers and data on instances of true bisexual behavior,
right?
Because if you get that data, which is going to be hard because many people are afraid to admit it. So, that is more revealing than this society. Hey, chicks are bi. Whoa. I think this was more, I think
it's more open.
And none of that was discussed last night. And it just further perpetuated this bullshit rumor, this bullshit myth.
But
this and stigma about bisexual men and, bisexual women are great and bisexual men are cocksuckers.
I'm challenging the Nightly Show to do a show on bisexual men.
Yeah,
now, because the show last night, and I will give them credit.
Yeah, we love the show.
I love the show, but
we should be able to call you guys out.
No, but the show was about women.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And so
now it should have been about bisexuality.
That should have, but they need to do
because they're falling back into that. They are perpetuating the stigma.
Larry Wilmore, you need to get on this.
There you go.
You need to get on a bisexual show, man show, and just get people on there. They'll talk about it.
Show.
The man, not that.
No, then look at Adam Carolla.
Adam Carolla. That's a whole different show.
All right.
But
we just wanted to get this out there and get our view and get it on the record and call you guys out and say that was not fair coverage of that issue.
It wasn't, and I'm sure we're not the only people that.
All right.
But
we have a voice, so we're going to use it.
Right.
And
whether you like it or not.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
We'll see you Sunday for the next show.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Ladies, you're smart and good.
Yep.